La encontré.
Hello everyone. Really? That's all I've got to say. I hope you enjoyed that little intro there from this battle I played today. The first battle of the new update for me, Winged Lions. What I'm going to say is, as a community, I feel we need to improve. That is not the first time I have seen salt levels that high in a battle. And it saddens me almost, because, look, we, as a community, have an excellent game that, yes, it does need to improve, and I'll admit there are many things wrong with it. Aerialistic battle is its own topic anyway when it comes down to the issues it faces. However, what I don't want to see, especially at this sort of rank as well, for anyone, is a rank 100 having a go and getting pissy in the chat because you got outplayed by someone who knows their aircraft well, or in my case, yeah, perhaps there was a little bit of luck there, but I did have an idea of how to play my aircraft. As a level 100, you should be setting a good example to the community of how you should really behave, I feel. And whether you lot on the internet agree with me or not is obviously a different matter, but getting salty like that because someone in an LA5 FN, in my case, played Energy Fighter on you, and you're in an aircraft, the S199, brand new to the patch, which, you know, fair enough, if you have gone ahead and bought it, I can buy it. Don't plan on doing so until the closed beta test for Israel is over. In the case of the S199, what I do know is it's an aircraft based on the BF109 chassis, built by Czechoslovakia. It had a different engine in it, however, to me that screams Energy Fighter. But you'll probably notice at points throughout the battle, the same level 100 there has been hanging low the whole game. Maybe it does perform well at low altitudes, I don't know. What I do know is, in that instance, he didn't make much of an effort to actually go ahead and evade me. I made a couple mistakes in that fight, sure, and you'll see that in due course. However, what I will say is that he missed his shots. I played my aircraft correctly. I didn't have a head on him. What were you going to do aside from have your shots fall short, which is exactly what happened. He hit me in the tail a bit. The pilot got slightly injured. I could have got unlucky and got pilot sniped, but the BF-110, he could have killed him right there and then. And so, this isn't much of an issue if you took it well. Now, I do feel for this player, of course, as he does say later on in the chat, that he has just kind of had enough of very useless teammates, and more importantly, teammates just not reading the situation correctly. During those last few minutes of the battle, I was certain that we weren't going to win. The whole reason being, well, look, it's 3 against 2, and the BF-110, I don't expect to win a fight against what I would have deemed as Energy Fighters and a Mustang. And I put in the chat, as you can see, the Mustang is the biggest threat. Of course, the Mustang comes after us at the airfield, gets shot up by AA a bit, so, okay, fair enough. But the S199's a ground pounding. We have far too many tickets for you to just ground pound and win the game. So, in reality, yes, you may play aircraft a lot, but you made the wrong choice. You knew full well that I was in an LA5 FN, and not only that, I was off running back home after just killing 2 of your guys, basically right in front of you. Another mistake I can see you've made is you didn't even come to help your ally right off the bat. Your ally was in a dogfight with me for at least 20 seconds, and you maintained a rough distance of 3 miles before turning in after your ally was dead. So, my question to you is, why are you salty when I can see that you're not playing very well, or you're not making the smart choices? When there's only 2 of you left on the team because the P-51 made a suicide run and didn't achieve anything, and there's 2 aircraft heading your way, one of them's in a dogfight with your only ally. I would have went and helped them. Or simply, if I wouldn't have been ground pounding in the last sort of dogfight of the game, because it's going to be a dogfight. there's no way you couldn't have known what I was going to do. I wasn't going to go ground pound, I wasn't going to go space climb. That's not what the A5 does. You should have known very well I was going to come fight you head on. There was no other alternative either, and in order to remedy this, you could have gone for altitude. I know from earlier in the game there was a very good chance you could climb just as well as I could, and in a head-on, one-on-one, fairly high altitude turn fight, I could see you winning. Again, that was based off of what I'd observed by fighting an S199, albeit making plenty of mistakes while doing so, much earlier on in the battle as my first kill. So, my question is to the whole community, rather than get pissy at people just outplaying you, and this can go both ways, as a level 100 or as a level 10. It doesn't matter what level someone is, if they know how their aircraft plays, then they are probably going to win if they play to their strengths. It's also important for level 100 players and high level players. I'm not particularly high level, I'm level 54, but it's much higher than many. It's important for us high level players as well to realise that we shouldn't overestimate how good we are at the game. We could have teammates that are level 10, level 20, level 50, it doesn't matter. But if they know how to play their aircraft and they've sat down, they've learnt how to do well with it, of course they're going to do decently. In that player's shoes, Master of the Mad, I mean, I wouldn't have ground pounded. I would have seen the leaderboard and I would have known exactly what the enemy player was in, because I would have seen him, as you should have. He's an LA5, he's got 3 kills and 1 assist, he's top of the scoreboard, meaning he's going to be somewhat decent at fighting. So rather than, when I do actually kill you, calling me a skillless, lucky cunt, how about you just chill out, look at what you did wrong. You didn't play to your strengths. I don't know the S199 that well, it's brand new as of today. But it seems to me, based off of the chassis it's based on, and all the other info I can see about it, it would suit well as an energy fighter. So use it as such. If you want to use it a bit out of whack and not how it's supposed to be used, then feel free. If you get killed a lot for it and don't get much reward for it, then that's on you. But if you do get lots of reward for it, then feel free. We'll see how the player base decides the S199 is best played as time goes on. Anyway, I'm going to leave you just to finish off the last few dogfights of the battle. Take care everyone, have a fantastic day. Enjoy War Thunder as much as it has its problems, and maybe I'll put a bit more content out there, we'll see. And please remind myself to actually record the battle next time, rather than going to the replay. That was just a faff that I did not need, as that camera is a bit shit.